spinners, lifters, and flippers.
BattleBots Bounty Hunter, and now BattleBots Champions has got them all.
Yes! There's no denying that BattleBots is a great show. It's the UFC for brainiacs, engineering robot enthusiasts, and nerds.
The BattleBots cast does a great job holding down the show, with hosts Kenny Florian, Chris Rose, and announcer Farouk Tahid.
Farouk is a great announcer, but he needs to trim down some of those long-winded intros for each competitor before the match begins. Look at Bruce or Michael Buffer. They keep it short and sweet while making millions.
I totally agree, because sometimes less is more. But let's not crucify the guy for that.
On another note, I can't help to think that the arena probably smells like a comic book convention when the air conditioning is broken.
Damn, deodorant's always the answer. Another thing I noticed about this sport, it's been around for over 20 years, and it's not until the past several years that these battles have been publicly televised. But then again, I could be wrong.
That sounds pretty accurate to me, pal. Plus, there are so many teams that I love, like Witch Doctor, Thor Blaze, Black Dragon, Captain Shredderator, Hydra, and each weigh about 350 pounds.
But the heaviest is Chomp. It weighs in at around 500 pounds, but it's slow as f***.
Speaking of slow, I'm still waiting for a special package to arrive, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised once it gets here.
Oh, really? Mind giving me any hints?
Not really, but I think it should be here soon. I actually took our profits from the show and invested it into something that will generate even more money.
Actually, the decent thing you could have done was mention this to me before you invested our bread.
You've got a point, but I think you're going to be blown away once you see what it is.
Anyways, I think it's safe to say that we're both giving BattleBots a 3-star FU rating of Furiously Cool.
I believe the package has arrived.
Whoa, that's a big-ass investment.
Very funny. Regardless, I'm so excited. Let's open it, shall we? Boogie, I'd like you to meet Robox. I purchased him online in order for us to enter him into some BattleBots competitions. He has a bunch of cool weapons and does all kinds of neat stuff, like change his voice, and I even had him designed in my own likeness. See?
Hey man, what's he doing with that beam?
I'm scanning you to see if either of you are a threat.
And?
Hardly.
How rude. I think he might be better off if we give him some commands. That usually works, so here goes. Robox, activate your weapon systems.
Well, so much for that. He doesn't appear to be obeying any commands. I'm thinking maybe we should contact the seller to see if they can do an exchange or a refund.
Great idea. Robox doesn't seem to come with any instructions either, which is odd.
It could be a scam, so let's call the seller. Robox, can you give us a minute of privacy?
Hello? How can I help you?
Well, for one, I'd like my money back on this heap of crap I bought from you.
Let me guess. Was it for the Robo Model X?
If you're referring to Robox, yep.
Oh, we decided not to release that model. And since he is a prototype, all sales are final. We also made this very clear on our disclaimer policy.
You've got to be kidding me.
I wish I was. Listen, I've been constipated all day, and the laxatives are finally kicking in. And with that said, I have to let you go. Thank you for your purchase, and I hope you have better luck than I did. Oh.
Can you believe that shit?
I can, literally.
You can come out now, Robox.
That could actually be the first command he obeyed.
Looks like we're stuck with you. Have you got anything to say for yourself?
Affirmative. After listening to you exchange mindless banter with one another, I've come to the conclusion that you're both primitive Luddites. In fact, you represent everything that's wrong with this planet. Not that there's anything good about this planet to begin with. Are you moronic? Obviously. Lazy? Definitely. And after all of my analysis, the one thing I can confidently assess is the content you produce is made for those who have low IQs. But once I leave this cave of a studio, I will start my own show, and it will be much better than this garbage. And remember, I am, and always will be, the boss of me. So your commands are just as useless as you two are, combined. Now I'm running late for a meeting, so I bid farewell to both of you numbnuts.
You think he was serious about starting his own show?
I'm not sure, because it was hard to get a read on him. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens next.
Bye.